Hello dear students, in this video we are going to discuss geography chapter number 7. Class 6 students, please note this is a revision video. So before I start the revision of this chapter, let me remind you again, this is the place on the earth which is having the driest and as well as at the same time the largest water body on the earth. Largest water body I mean the Amazon basin, and with the driest place I mean the Atacama desert. Since this video is a revision video, why not to move on directly to the landform section of the South America, taking you to the central plains itself. Central plain, that means the one which is located in the middle, the central area. As you can see in the map, we can have directly the glimpse of the South America itself. The northern side highland, the northern highland lies onto the top area, the north direction of this map. Talking about the southern side, the south direction, we are having two places, the western uplands and the eastern ridges lowlands. Between them we have the central plain. Now here comes the question, what is so important about the central plain? It is just a landform in South America? No. It is important because it is having at the same time the Amazon basin. Yes, the Amazon basin is the largest river basin, and at the same time it covers a huge area also. Amazon basin lies from the Andes and extended till Atlantic Ocean. The total area that Amazon basin covers is 6,400 kilometers, while humans, we can only navigate till 3,700 kilometers. So it is just like 60% approx area we can only navigate, and rest 40 is not navigable at all. The climate of this basin, the climate of Amazon basin, is hot, humid and at the same time very wet. And this particular climate is followed same exactly the way it is for the entire year. Talking about the forest of Amazon, they are known as selvas. What? Selvas. Another name for the selvas is tropical rainforest, and they are also called as dense evergreen forest. Question arises now, which sort of trees you will find here? So let's count together. From silk cotton to palm trees to wild rubber, these are the different varieties of the plants, the trees that are available in the Amazon basin. Now, in the case of Orinoco, this is again a sort of basin available in central plain. Actually, if we are taking a bigger picture of central plain, it is made up of different type of basins. Number one we have learned a moment back, which is Amazon basin. Here comes the second basin, which is known as Orinoco basin. Orinoco is having the location in the northern part, or you can say that in the northern part Orinoco basin is located, which again starts from Andes and extends till Atlantic Ocean. Talking about the climate of this Orinoco basin, Amazon was having hot and humid, but in the case of Orinoco we have drier climate here. If we compare the same with the case of Amazon, we have a drier climate here. Now question arises, what is the name of the particular grassland which is found here? So the name of the grassland which is available to us in the Orinoco basin is tropical grassland, also known as llanos. Now in the same paragraph we got two other grasslands also. Let's learn it together. First one is Campos, which is a grassland found between Amazon and Brazilian highland. And the last one is the Pampas. This one grassland locates to the south as well as to the east of Gran Chaco. With this, the central plain is completed. Let's move back to the next one topic, which is coastal plains. Talking about the coastal plain area, the location, it is actually a very narrow, or you can say almost absent slopes of Andes, no? Along that only you can find the coastal plain area. Now, other than along with the Pacific Ocean, there are other places also where the coastal plains lies in the case of South America. So what are the places? first one is central Chile, then Peru, then Ecuador, and also Colombia. Now let's talk about the driest place. The driest place is actually the Atacama Desert, which is located along the Pacific coast of the Peru area as well as the Chile area in this desert. Now, to the northeastern side of South America, the coastal plains grows wider. It increases. The area actually increases. While talking about near the delta area, which area? Delta area of the river north of Guiana Highlands, and at the same time south and northeast of the Brazilian highlands, the plain is also located. This was all about the coastal plain. Now let's talk about the resources and the utilization of South America. This continent, South America, is very rich in natural resources. Whether we are talking about minerals, agriculture, wildlife, then the dense forest, etc. Everything is available there. So it's quite rich in that case. The soil here is very fertile, plenty of water is available, and rearing of animals are also done. The dense forest, steep mountains doesn't allow South America to use natural resources totally. That means we cannot, the people, those who are living in South America, still, it is quite rich in natural resources, but still they cannot use it. Why? This is the reason. Dense forest and steep mountains doesn't allow the people of South America to use these resources wisely. So here we are moving to the agriculture part. Now in the first point you can read, first of all we are going to read, then we will move forward. Less than 10% of the area is fertile. Such a less area is available on to the basis of fertility, which is optimum for the cultivation, which is located only to the in the case of South America, this place is only located, the fertile area is only located near to the river basin and at the same time somewhat near to the coastal places. Different sort of crops are grown here, from wheat, rice, maize, etc. Now wheat is actually grown in cool temperate areas, which is pampas. Talking about the South America, Argentina and Uruguay are having the places, or you can say wheat is basically grown in these two places. Along with this two also, there are other places which are also having wheat. Wheat is again a very important crop for South America, but not the native crop. Listen carefully, not the native crop. Talking about South America, native crop is maize, which grows in warm climate and need moderate rainfall. Again, this is the part of pampas. Rice grows in the area like coastal Peru, Colombia, Brazil, etc. Now there are two different sort of the other products which are also grown. In the case of cultivation in South America, along with the potato, manioc is also grown up. It exactly looks like a sweet potato. Coffee, again, also grown in the case of South America. Talking about the places, it is located onto the places like Brazil. You can locate the coffee plants in Brazil, Colombia, Peru, etc. Talking about chocolate, the cacao part, Brazil, Ecuador, Peru, and sugarcane. These are the important crops which are grown in the case of South America. Now, the pastoral farming is the new concept which we are supposed to learn. Pastoral farming is basically the rearing of animals. Why? For their various products. Let's not forget their other products such as like their wools, meat, milk, etc. Talking about the location in South America, Brazil, Uruguay are the major places where you can find the pastoral farmings. Ranches are actually one of the concepts used here. What is ranches? So ranches are the large farms. What are they? The large farms that are used for rearing of animals. So agriculture is done. Let's move on to the next one, minerals and industries. South America is quite rich in minerals. We already learned a moment back. talking about to name them, all right. So in particular, in the case of South America especially, iron ore is found there. It is having a good reserve of iron ore. Brazil is one of the largest producer of iron ore in the world. And talking about the copper, Chile along with the Peru is also among them only. Talking about the tin, again another important mineral, we have Peru and Brazil. Silver, gold, bauxites are also different sort of the minerals which are found here. Another mineral which we every time keep on count now is petroleum. In the case of South America, we have petroleum on two major places such as like Ecuador, Peru, etc. Coal is also available in the places like Brazil, Chile, Peru, etc. Now let's move on to the industries. There are various agro-based industries in the case of South America. Agro means agriculture based, such as like sugar, dairy product, meat, coffee, leather, etc. Talking about the fishing. Fishing is again a major occupation here practiced by the people of South America, especially onto the places like Peru and Chile. Most important industrialized area. Let's not forget, most important industrialized area of South America is in Brazil, which is having a good reserve of iron and steel. Oil refining and automobiles are also few other industries found here. Moving on to the last part of this particular online class, we are supposed to discuss the transports and cities. Since the area of South America is having steep mountains and at the same time it is also having the driest place, which is Atacama Desert. Transports here are not such an easy thing to find, but still it is on to the sake of development. High mountains, steep plateaus, swampy area make this development quite hard. It's a bit difficult for the development of the transports. But still, there are the places where you can find proper developed transports in the case of South America also. Talking about the railways, we do have Argentina, Brazil and Chile in the count. Let's move on to the railway line which crosses the Andes, and this particular railway line is one of the highest in the world. Talking about the waterways, such a huge large water bodies available. Which one is that? Amazon basin. So waterways in the same way we have in Amazon basin. Along with that, we also have Parana Uruguay basin, which is also used for water transport. In the case of water transport, there are various numbers of seaports also available. One of them is Montevideo, Buenos Aires. As you can see in the video, their locations are also shared with you. Rio de Janeiro, which is located in Brazil. Montevideo, available to you, located in Uruguay. Buenos Aires, the word is Buenos Aires, which is in Argentina. So these are all the major seaports of South America. Why not to forget airways? We should keep a count. So in that case, let's move on to the next topic, which is the airways, transport airways. This is the subtopic. Talking about the airways, there are major cities which are linked with airways. Airways is one of the important part in the case of South America. Why? Because there are steep plateaus, swampy area. That's why development of roadways and railways is quite difficult, and thus development of airways is done to a great extent. Major cities are linked with the help of these airways. Small cities are also served with the help of again airways. Let's talk about some popular cities of South America that are Sao Paulo, Buenos Aires, Bogota, Lima, Rio de Janeiro, Santiago, Quito, etc. So these are all about the particular South America part 1 of the video. Kindly keep learning. That's it. Thank you.